today, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Dublin Celtic Tigers taking on the London Bulldogs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the London Bulldogs and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. McClendon. And he'll just get rid of it. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. It's complete. It's Gore.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Dublin with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, McClendon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Second and 1. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. The Raiders were losers in their opener, but they get back to even with the win on the road. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. Here's Coleman now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw. McClendon. On 3rd down. McClendon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL
on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Gore.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. McClendon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for London, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, they'll fall to 1-1.
And they will a date with the Washington Commanders.